Hey, Smarty Pants, take a second and think of your all-time favorite toy. Do you have something in mind? Good. Now, let me tell you something interesting about the thing you're thinking about.
Excuse me, trusty narrator?
Yes? Hello?
Hi, do you have a minute? I'd like to talk to you about the environment.
I see. No offense, but I'm in the middle of something here.
You do care about the Earth, right?
Of course. I love the Earth and the environment. I think we all do. Right, Smarty Pants? You heard them. We're all big fans.
Then you must be concerned about how humans are damaging our precious planet.
Absolutely. We need to protect our precious planet.
As you know, too many trees are being cut down. We're using up our natural resources, and we need to save the tortoises and elephants.
Wow, those are very specific animals. But yes, and yes.
Well, I know how to save the planet.
You do?
Yes. Want to hear it?
Of course. We all do. Right, Smarty Pants? You heard him.
I have just one word for you.
You can save the planet in one word?
Just one word. Want to hear it?
Yes!
You ready?
Just say it!
Plastics.
Plastics?
Plastics.
No offense, but plastic pollution is one of the biggest environmental problems facing the Earth today.
What are you talking about? There's a great future in plastics. Plastics are safe, inexpensive, and can be shaped into pretty much anything. Thanks to plastics, we now have new, better ways to make packaging, furniture, even airplane windows.
I don't know where you've been, pal, but those things have contained plastic for decades. Why would you say it's new? Wait a second. What year is it?
What year is it? Why, it's 1948.
Oh no, I must have accidentally used my time travel toothbrush this morning. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
But don't you want to know how plastics can save the planet?
No, because in just about 20 years, you'll find out the exact opposite is true. So, Smarty Pants, how did plastics go from being the savior of the environment to one of its worst enemies? Why is it so difficult to get rid of plastic? And what's being done to make plastics safer? It's time for another whiff of science on
Who smarted? Who's smarted? Who's smart? Is it you? Is it me? Is it science or history? Listen up, everyone. We make smarting lots of fun on Who's Smarted.
Hey, Smarty fans, your pal Trusty has a gift for you. A 7-day free trial of Who Smarted Plus. That's right. If you sign up for Who Smarted Plus, you'll get 1 week of free access to all our subscriber episodes and bonus Smarty Cues, all ad-free. Parents, educators, and Smarty Pants have been letting us know how much they love their Who Smarted Plus subscriptions. Now's your chance to see what all the excitement is about. Again, this offer is 100% free. You can cancel anytime within the trial week. But I have a feeling you're going to want to stick around for all the exciting adventures and extra smarting. Sign up now right in Apple Podcasts or on whosmarted.com. Just click Join Who Smarted Plus. Thanks for smarting with us and supporting Who Smarted. Okay, before we got interrupted, I asked all you Smarty Pants to think of your all-time favorite toy. Do you remember what you thought? Go ahead, shout it out. I'm hearing lots of different things, and almost all of them are made with plastics. Race cars, Barbie dolls, action figures, Lego bricks, gaming consoles, televisions, markers, pens, smartphones, headphones, computers, even the cover of your favorite book. Chances are they contain plastic. And the list goes on. Some of your favorite clothes? Made with plastic. The cup you drink from? Plastic. Your nylon backpack? Plastic. Your favorite chewing gum? Believe it or not, that probably contains plastic too. Plastics are everywhere. Look around you right now. Try to count how many things you see that are made with plastic. Many things you use and enjoy wouldn't be here without plastic. And that includes Who Smarted. Yeah, I don't want to think about that either. So, what exactly is plastic? Is it something A, made with chemicals, B, easily shaped, C, futuristic looking, or D, unbreakable? While all of these options can describe some of today's plastics, the basic definition is B, something that is easily shaped, usually with heat and pressure. By that definition, plastics have been with us for a long time. Hundreds of years ago, during the medieval ages, craftsmen would make plastic out of natural objects.
Excuse me, Mr. Craftsman. Can you make me something with these animal horns?
Sure, young lassie. I'll heat 'em up. And apply pressure. To bend them into anything you'd like. I've turned horns into combs, spoons, cups, tools, musical horns, lantern windows, even jewelry. What can I make for you?
A Nintendo Switch.
Okay, gaming consoles didn't exist in medieval times, but you can say the age of plastics did start with a hugely popular game in the late 1800s. See if you can guess what game it is from this sound. Smarty Pants, do you know what game this is? Is it bowling, darts, or billiards? Very similar to the game we know as pool. If you guessed billiards or pool, you're right. In billiards, the object of the game is to knock balls of different colors into holes, called pockets, on a special table known as a pool table. Unfortunately, the original pool balls were made of ivory from elephant tusks.
Elephants were actually killed for this game. They almost went extinct.
Not cool.
Billiard ball makers knew if they were going to stay in business, they had to find a substitute for ivory. So they offered up a big money prize for anyone who invented one.
Inspired by the challenge, in 1869, a chemist named John Wesley Hyatt began working on a way to improve upon an existing natural plastic made with cellulose. Cellulose came from cotton fiber. Hyatt combined the cellulose with camphor, an organic chemical compound found in some trees, and created a substance that, when subjected to heat and pressure, could be molded into a durable shape. This new substance, called celluloid, could be used to make billiard balls and a number of different objects such as photographic film, ping pong balls, and combs.
Up until then, combs were made with tortoise shells. That's why celluloid plastic was called the savior of elephants and tortoises.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in 1948?
You left behind a toothbrush, which brought me here, and it, too, is made with plastic. I'm excited to see how plastic saved our planet.
Well, hold that thought. Celluloid was revolutionary, but it wasn't perfect, and it still relied on natural substances. Then, in 1907, a Belgian-born American chemist named Leo Baekeland invented what he called Bakelite. It was the first synthetic, or chemically made, plastic, created without materials from plants or animals. Smarty Pants, do you know what Baekeland used instead? Is it A, dirt, B, fossil fuels, or C, chocolate?
Nom 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 nom.
If you guessed B, fossil fuels, you're right. Bakelite plastic was strong, hard, and could be used to make anything from auto parts to furniture to telephones and jewelry. It was also easy to make on a large scale. This invention led to all kinds of new plastics, and the industry grew enormously during World War II, when plastics were used for aircraft windows, body armor, helmet liners, ropes, parachutes, and much, much more.
And after the war, people bought all kinds of plastic merchandise. Plastic is inexpensive, so suddenly it was an easy way to own lots of fun things. Ooh. And once you're done with them, just toss them in the trash. They'll make more.
Yeah. That's where the problem starts.
What problem? Did plastic become hard to make?
What do you think, Smarty Pants? Is making more plastic the problem? Or is it something else? The answer, right after this quick break. Hi, Trusty here with a special message for all the parents and guardians listening. I know how important it is for your child to excel in every way possible, especially when it comes to education. Well, thanks to my friends at IXL, you don't have to go it alone. IXL is a personalized learning platform that's transforming the way children master everything from math to social studies. IXL's interactive courses and immediate feedback ensure learning is super engaging and accessible for every student, pre-K through 12th grade. Imagine that, a tool that grows with your child, offering personalized recommendations based on their progress. And we know it works because we've used it ourselves. Adam Tex Davis, co-creator of Who Smarted, used IXL to help his daughter stay on top of her schoolwork and excel in her classes. Backed by research, students who use the IXL program are more likely to get higher test scores because IXL functions like a tutor. And whether your child needs help with homework, classwork, test prep, or is looking for a challenge, IXL has you covered, and all of that at an affordable rate. A 1-month subscription to IXL costs less than what most tutors charge for an hour. And one subscription is good for every child in your household. Join the millions of parents who trust IXL and make an impact on your child's learning today. Oh, and Who Smarted listeners get an exclusive 20% off IXL membership when you sign up now at IXL.com/smarted. Visit IXL.com/smarted to get the most effective learning program out there at the best price. IXL Learning. Inspire. Excel. Learn more at IXL.com. Hey, Who Smarted fans, it's Trusty here. And with warmer, sunnier days ahead, it's time to fuel up with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals just in time for summer with chef-crafted options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes, perfect for even the busiest of us. Whether you're crushing your wellness goals with delicious, perfectly portioned meals, treating yourself to restaurant-quality dishes like filet mignon, shrimp, and blackened salmon, or their delicious vegetarian menu, or just looking for easy, nutritious options from breakfast to dessert, Factor has got you covered. Ready to kickstart a new healthy routine? Head to factormeals.com/smarted50. and use code SMARTED50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code SMARTED50 at factormeals.com/smarted50. Don't wait. Make today the day you fuel up with Factor.
Ever wondered if spiders have bones? How about why we jump when we're scared? The podcast, Moment of answers those questions that pop into your head out of nowhere. From the producers of Brains On and Smash Boom Best, Moment of delivers a bite-sized episode every weekday. A perfect brain snack the whole family can enjoy. Follow Moment of wherever you listen to podcasts.
Now back to Who Smarted. So, it was around the 1950s when people started to realize there might be a small problem with plastics. And it wasn't the making of plastics that's the problem. It's what plastics are made with that's the problem. You see, plastics are materials called polymers, which are long chains of molecules. Molecules, by the way, are these tiny microscopic bits that make up, well, everything. So by combining different chemicals from fossil fuels, a scientist can rearrange these molecules, making hundreds of thousands of unique polymers.
Whoa.
That's how chemists create many tough plastics called thermoset plastics and flexible plastics called thermoplastics.
So many choices. It's wonderful.
Yes, and some plastics have actually helped the environment. The tough thermoset plastics used in cars and jets have made them lighter, which means they use less fuel, creating less pollution. But other polymers, especially thermoplastics, are used in objects that are designed to be thrown away. Things like packaging, wrappers, grocery bags, and bottles.
Is that bad?
Smarty Pants, what do you think? Yep, it's a problem. Just like Bakelite, most plastics today are made with fossil fuels, such as oil, instead of plants or animals. Oil-based plastics are not biodegradable, meaning they don't break down and disappear into the environment. That includes plastics that are thrown away after just one use, like a water or soda bottle. These plastics could last hundreds of years in a landfill or in worse places. And with people throwing away millions and millions of plastic things every day, it adds up.
Yikes. That is a problem.
Yeah, and in the 1960s, people discovered a dangerous threat in the ocean.
Shark!
Nope, not sharks. Something way more dangerous.
Plastic!
Yep, the oceans are full of plastic. People dump enough plastic into the ocean to fill a garbage truck every minute of every day. There are now floating junkyards, some as big as the state of Texas.
Whoa.
Bits of plastic have been found in the digestive systems of fish and other marine life. And many creatures on land have also eaten plastic. Their bodies are not built to handle it. So, the sad truth is, plastics have killed millions of animals.
Oh no. The animals. The environment. What do we do?
It's tricky because, obviously, plastic is something we can't live without. So much of our world depends on plastic. And at the same time, plastic is something we can't live with, and sadly, much of our world is being destroyed by plastic waste.
And here I thought plastics were going to save the planet.
Plastics still do a lot of good, as they've led to the development of technology such as computers and smartphones. Plastics have also saved a lot of lives thanks to all the medical advances they make possible. But we do need to do something about the waste. The plastics industry itself came up with a solution in the 1980s. Smarty Pants, can you guess what it was? Is it A, recycling, B, burying, or C, rocketing plastic into outer space? The answer, of course, is recycling.
Recycling?
Yep, plastics are melted down and turned into new plastic objects.
Nice. No more waste, right?
Well, recycling isn't perfect. Remember, I said there are hundreds of thousands of plastic types? Well, some can't be recycled and most still end up in the trash. So scientists are doing what the billiards industry did years ago when ivory was being overused. They're looking for a substitute. Some are developing plastics made with biodegradable plants instead of fossil fuels. But more needs to be done. And environmentalists today are encouraging all of us to do our part.
How?
Recycle more and waste less. Instead of disposable plastic cups, utensils, and bags, only use things that you can reuse multiple times. And instead of plastic bottles that you use only once, try using reusable water bottles.
Cool. I've got one other problem.
What?
I threw away the time-travel toothbrush. I can't get back.
Oh.
Oh well. Want to play some pool?
Sure. A big-time shout-out to Smarty fan Nora in Phoenix, Arizona, who said, and I quote, "I learn so much from all the episodes. I sometimes accidentally annoy my parents." Oh, wow. Trust me, Nora, your parents are thrilled to have such a Smarty Pants. Keep on smarting. This episode, Plastics, was written by Dave Beaudry and voiced by Taya Garland, Gia Davis, Adam Tex Davis, and Jerry Colbert. Technical direction and sound design by Josh Hahn. Who Smarted is recorded and mixed at the Relic Room Studios. Our associate producer is Max Kamaski. The theme song is by Brian Suarez, with lyrics written and performed by Adam Tex Davis. Who Smarted was created and produced by Adam Tex Davis and Jerry Colbert. This has been an Atomic Entertainment production.